You need to hear this. And I think all men, oddly enough, no matter the profession, need to hear this. He tapped me on the shoulder, spun me around, hugged me, and he looked at me and he said, "Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Blummer. And I just want to build off of what we talked about a little bit in that Instagram post where I said, nobody warned me about this. And there are certain things that we are unprepared for. And one of those things is getting to the big leagues. You think that you're ready for it, you're gonna get there and everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna move on and stay there for the next 15 years. But what I didn't realize is how I was gonna have to adapt, and I was gonna have to adjust, and I was also going to have to internalize a lot of stuff. I had to learn to be a utility player. And a lot of guys that are up there, even though you've got teammates and you've created relationships, there are a lot of times that you're going to spend some time at home alone, you're going to be in hotel rooms alone, and you're left there with your mind and your thoughts and everything that is going on that day. Whether you're married, single, dealing with outside forces, it can all kind of get in your head a little bit. And sometimes it will feel lonely out there, and you may not get a return, so to speak, on how you feel that you're working or how you feel you're performing. I had a situation like this when I was a young ball player early in my career, and it kind of stemmed from the fact that I had a relationship with my father. It was great when I was in the house. After I went away to school, proceeded to get to the big leagues, that relationship became severed. So I got to the big leagues, and the only recognition I really got from anybody in my family was my brother or my mom. That's probably when I felt my loneliness, because I felt like I needed some assurance, maybe from another male father type figure. And I remember vividly, I played with a guy named Mike Sweeney, and our families were very close. We knew each other from 5 years old until now. And he played in the big leagues for about 12 years, but his dad was a huge influence on my playing career as a young man. We got to the point, and this is gonna sound crazy, we got to the point where we were established major leaguers. And I was going through my career, I thought I was doing everything right, but there was a certain phrase that I hadn't heard from anybody until this moment. And oddly enough, Mike's dad, Big Mike Sr., came over to me during a clinic that we were putting on. It was a simple clinic in Ontario, California for Mike Sweeney, my good buddy. I was teaching kids how to play infield. We were doing the drills, having a great time. And about halfway through this session, Big Mike comes over and he taps me on the shoulder. I'm like, "Big Mike, good to see you, man." We hug it out. He's always treated me like one of his own, even though he's got, I think, 11, 12 kids of his own, which is crazy. And I was about 4 or 5 years into my career, and there was one thing missing, and I didn't know it until he tapped me on the shoulder. He tapped me on the shoulder, and he looked at me. I'm gonna lose it right here, but I'm gonna try and keep it together because you need to hear this. And I think all men, oddly enough, no matter the profession, need to hear this. He tapped me on the shoulder, spun me around, hugged me, and he looked at me, and he said, "I'm proud of you." And I don't know why at that moment I needed to hear it. There was probably something inside me that wanted to hear it. And once that finally came out, I kind of realized that I'd done okay. And not having that father figure in my life to be able to give that to me was tough. But at the same time, Mike filled that void. And I just want all of you guys out there who may be watching this, and maybe even significant others of your man, and if you're a parent, this goes a long way. I say this to my kids all the time. I am proud of you. I am proud of what you've done. And it happens. It's not at the end of life. It's not in the middle. It's not at the beginning. It's every point you get to when you're moving across where you've got to be able to say that to somebody, because you'd be surprised. As corny as it sounds, just saying a simple, "I'm proud of you," goes a very long way with a lot of these people, and especially us guys. We're stubborn. We're ornery. We don't think that we can be exposed like that, and we don't need to be told, "Oh, I'm proud of you." But deep down, we know we've worked hard. We know we kept a lot of emotion on the inside, and at the same time, we want a little affirmation every once in a while. So make sure you tell somebody that you're proud of them.